Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. This is Erlingen. This is a new mod map out by flacoFarmer, 317.08 megabytes download. This is their first contribution to Farming Simulator. I have to say, it's a very nice map indeed. There are 10 required mods which download automatically. They are listed in the description of the video. Like I say, they will download automatically anyway. I won't read them all out. But when we go and have a look into the build mode, when I do my map tours, I will mention or show mods that have been put in by the map maker. I don't go through all the required mods because they've been covered in mod reviews and stuff like that, but you'll find them in the various locations you would expect for sheds and silos and animal pens and stuff like that. So that's the situation. So the map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with the main farm area here, Field 4 and this plot over here, plot 95. That's got 3 greenhouses on it, so on New Farmer you do start with 3 large greenhouses. You own the land, you own the greenhouses. On Farm Management Start from scratch, you don't own any of the plots, of course, but if you buy plot 1, you don't automatically get these 2 plots. These are separate. Plot 1, which has got the main farm on, is 260,800. There are some other farms around the map that we're going to need to pick up. Now, the verges of this map, I'm going to say this now, are not purchasable in the usual way. So all the bits that you can't buy, so as you click on these you can see you can buy the fields and there's forestry, but you can buy the verges. You'll see later on. I've never come across it before. Field prices vary from very cheap, very small, like field 26 there for 17,260, through medium and mid-sized fields, 83 grand. I mean, these are getting a little bit larger, I suppose, but 164, 152, up to the larger fields, which are over here, really, 335. One of the largest ones being there for 508. So not horrendously expensive, manageable. Forestry out down in the southeast, up in the northeast, and across to the west of the map. So we're going to start here. We'll say we're going to start here. This is where you start, outside the church. We're going to walk to both these points, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump to the main farm, and then we're going to do our route round from the main farm. Like I said, there are 3 other farms that can be purchased. We've got one here, and one over here, which we will pick up as we go around. So I'm going to need to put some money in as well. So starting off here, like I said, it's really picturesque. It's pretty flat. I'm saying it's not really undulating either. It's fairly flat. Sat in this valley with the Grunberg River running across it. Actually, we'll have a look at the build mode stuff. There's nothing vehicle-wise put in. This is set somewhere between Erlingen and Felsbrunn. If we go into build mode, we will find under sheds quite a few put in here under Erlingen. Now, what's interesting is one of the required mods is the Bavarian Farm Pack by BERNIESCS. And what you'll see here is these ones all say Erlingen, and then if we go a little bit further along, they then duplicate as part of the Bavarian Farm Pack. So I'm assuming to be able to utilise them, that flacoFarmer has got them in here, but then has slightly modified them as well. Under silos, again, we've got various different silos put in here by the map maker, and then required mods. Under silo extension, we've got a couple in here as well. Under container, we've got some too, various different capacities. There was nothing under tools or farmhouses. Under production, under factories. Now, as far as I could tell, I did go around off camera and buy them all and have a look. All of these that say Erlingen are modded in that they have been customised, the outsides of them, because that one's Bachmann Bakery, we've got Schroeder Dairy, Schaub Mill, Rosenberg Oil Plant, the Müller Carpentry, Erlingen Sugar Inc. So the actual productions, as far as I can tell, the recipes as far as I can tell, are standard, and they still take all the regular things they would normally take. I think it's just the outsides that have been modified. Under sell points, we've got the farmers market, again just modified on the outside. Greenhouses, we've got a large greenhouse. There's nothing under orchards. Under generators, we do have, again, we've got the cellular antenna mod, but then there's the Erlingen mod kind of version of it. They'll earn you 480 per month. Actually, I didn't come across any of those as we went around, unless there's any on any of the farms. Then under animals, we've got a few, as well as required mods. Again, kind of, yeah, some interesting ones there. Nothing with zany capacities or anything crazy, but we have got stuff under cows, horses, pigs, sheep and chickens. And then decoration, fences with required mods, nothing under lights or others, and landscaping was pretty standard. Nothing under trees and plants, painting, a cobblestone one there, but other than that, fairly straightforward, fairly generic as far as build mode goes. We'll talk about slot count when we get to the main farm area. If we come around the corner here, we've got the pizzeria just here, which is just around the back, the sell point for that. The village, town, it's very lovely, very picturesque. Like I say, it's part of the stuff you can't technically buy yet. Oh, we've got something going on here. Bakery, just here. With a section around the back. So as you can see, look. So it has been customised, although the production itself hasn't. So the buildings have been... You get what I mean. So what I'm going to do now is jump to the main farm, and we'll go around the main farm, and then we'll do the tour from there. I have taken the liberty of adding some money in, because we're going to need that to buy the plots of land as we go around. So we are currently standing here at this entrance to the farm. There's an entrance on that side as well. I think we can get out of the back as here, and then we've got sort of pasture and stuff out there. So we did start up here in the town, so we're down here at the main farm area. Into the gate, we start with this. This is a multi-fruit silo, 2 million litre capacity. As we come round from the side there, we have got a fuel tank. That's a 25,000 litre, which can be filled up from the options there. Across the way here we've got a workshop trigger and the first of our equipment and machinery, which we'll see as we go around. Now the slot count on new farm is 1,370. The slot count on farm manager and start from scratch is 1,238. Difference being, on farm manager and start from scratch you don't start with any vehicles. All the buildings are all still here on the plots of land on all of the farms, but you don't start with any vehicles or machinery. So what I did was I bought up all the plots of land and then sold all the buildings that I could, all the silos that I could and everything off there. I got the slot count down to 967. However, I'm going to show you just a look of this farm, what it looks like with no vehicles, no buildings. The only downside is that all the farms I couldn't get rid of, all of the placeable objects. I couldn't get rid of the walls, the fences, the lamp posts. I couldn't get rid of any of these decorative objects. Any of these I couldn't get rid of. The gates I could get rid of. The gates would go, but the walls wouldn't. Oil drums, stuff like that. So it will look a little bit like this. Again, just a heads up, you might not want to touch it at all. That's entirely up to you. So, as we come through here, we've got sheep pen. I love that it's got a little bit of grass inside. I think this is the Lancyboi one, I think. What's interesting is, here and where else was it? We've got manure heaps. The horses as well. But they're not showing. If I buy a sheep's now, if I just buy one and do that, then come into this menu and scroll down to the animals, it shows their productivity wool. Doesn't say anything about manure. Well, maybe they will produce manure. That's not something I've encountered with those. Anyway, potentially. But anyway, so this is sheep, 65. Feed trigger around the front. Wool pallets spawn in this little bit here. We come back out through here. We've got some storage of vehicles and machinery. So we've got a fence. We've got some tedder, windrower. We've got a plough and cultivator tucked away in there. This side we have got more storage, forage wagon and trailer. This is drive-through. This is a hayloft, 250,000 litre capacity hayloft in here with drive-through barn by the side. We come around this side, we got our wardrobe trigger just there and our sleep trigger just there on the building. This side we've got pickup, which we are going to be using. Then we've got a Fent with front loader and a shear grab on the front of that. We have got a cow, actually chickens just here. Chicken pen 360. Water tank just over there. We come through the gateway. large slurry pit, but we have got the slurry collection point just there. We have got an open pasture for cows just there, which will hold 60, and then the cow pen itself will hold 40. I think this is a Lancyboi one as well, isn't it? One of the required mods. Just looking. Part of the placeable farm pack potentially, with another manure heap here. So that's your cows, sheep and chickens all here at the main farm. So what we'll do now, go and grab the pig. It's really nice for a first map, I have to say. It's not bad. Lighting's nice, colour palette, texturing, it all works. The route I'm going to take round, I've tried to do with as much expedience as possible. We do have storage here for, well, pallets, forks, front loader gear, whatever you want to put in there, and we'll head out. The Grunberg River is just to the south of the farm. There'll be a tiny little bit of out and back a couple of times, but nothing major. So I've tried to do a route that takes everything. So we've got the Müller carpentry just here. As I said, standard. I have got Platinum Expansion or Platinum Edition installed. So what I'm going to do is just double check this, because I didn't when I did my tour. So I just want to see. Furniture wood, furniture planks. I'll do the same at the sawmill just to double check. I don't think it's platinum expansion, I say compatible. Of course you can put any platinum expansion stuff on there out of the pack, but I mean kind of straight off the bat. Up to the roundabout, and just round to the outside we come to the next farm area. Now this is more of a contractor's farm. It's not livestock, but there is a silo here. This will need to be purchased. So I just stop there outside the gate and we go back to the map. So we come from the main farm, out here and down there to the carpentry. Out here we're at plot 93. 232,740 is what it will cost you. Do that and that. And we get these up here. It's about the gate. So, shed and storage space here and here. We've got a Farmer 800 silo, standard crop type. So the 800 is here, and then we've got two Farmer 200 extensions on the outside. So these are 200,000 litres each. So combined, that brings it to 1.2 million litres of standard capacity. We've got a workshop trigger just inside the building here on this end. And then the rest of these open up for more storage just there. Then we've got a fuel tank which is refillable. I think this is a 15, I want to say 15,000 litre fuel tank with more storage space just here. So this is more like, say, contractor's yard with the large buildings and storage space. There's nothing to stop you. Again, you can remove all of the buildings, you just can't remove the decorative objects again. But if you wanted to get rid of the large building and put animal pens in or something else, you absolutely could. From here, we come up the road to the farmer's market, which is just there. Behind the farmer's market, or just beside the farmer's market, is a lime station. Didn't tighten up. Then across the road, just here, we've got a sell point. This is Agrar land handle. Sell point just there. Just make sure I take the correct turnings. Otherwise, it could all go horribly wrong. We need to turn, yeah, just here. Like I said, it's one of those ones I keep looking across, just thinking how pretty it is. It's just, like I say, the lighting does help with that. You know, on all maps, it's not overly bright, it's not overly colourful. It just, yeah, it works. I like the customisation done. Again, that's one of those things I do talk about. is that when a map is set in a certain location, and the map maker may have put in stuff taken from Oberon, so it might be set and it says it's set in, you know, let's say for example Poland, and you'll come to the animal dealer and it says like animal dealer Oberon, or it's you know, the grain elevator from there, and you know, again, I'm not a map maker, I couldn't do what these guys do at all, but I do appreciate that extra effort put in when they'll grab the certain bits they're going to use and then customize them, add names, add things to them to make them fit the location and area. That's, you know, that's a nice attention to detail. So we're at the sawmill. Like I said, I'm going to purchase it just to double check that it's not platinum off the start. I don't think it is. No, just wood planks and wood chips as a byproduct. Like I said, if you have got platinum expansion, there's nothing to stop you getting a plot of land and putting on any of the platinum expansion stuff, productions, sawmill, anything like that. So from the sawmill, as always, I will show you where we are and where we've been at certain points as we go around. So we're going to head back in towards the town and then out the other side, so we'll be heading west, or we are heading west at the moment. Stuck their toe down once they got out of town. So next of the plots to buy, again, if you want to, you don't have to, or you can buy the plot and remove stuff on it if you want to. So it's entirely your choice. Actually, I'm going to stop there. Open the gate. Back onto the map. So from here, past the farmers market, lime station, and the Agrar land handle, we've been out there and up the top here to the sawmill. From the sawmill, now that plot of land can't be purchased at the as it stands. We followed the road round to the roundabout there and went out this plot here, 94, which is set you back 138,760. If we buy that and that, this is an equestrian centre. So we have a paddock here, barn building, which will hold 8, and then we've got a pasture just here, which will also hold 8. So you can take them from the barn out to the pasture, or you can have 8 in each. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. We've got a water point just there, and again another manure point here for the horses. But I'm pretty sure I say they're standard. Let me just double check something. If we go into animals, go to our horses. So that's the standard in-game one. This is the Erlingen mod, and then we've got the free-range pasture. It doesn't mention manure in here. I just think it's strange that we've got manure heaps. Anyway, storage space for equipment and machinery. So this is your equestrian centre. Again, gates can be removed, buildings can be removed, but the sort of decorative objects, walls and stuff like that can't. So, from here, I'm going to take this fork here, I think it was, yeah. So that plot we start with on New Farmer, out to the side, is it plot 95? That's got the greenhouses on, that's coming up now. Which is just here. Now that plot also includes this little sliver of land here with this shed on it, so 3-door garage. I don't know. There we go. So as I said, we do own the land, we do own the greenhouses that are on the land. These can be sold, as can the building, and there's a water point just around the side here. So if you don't want to run greenhouses, or you want this plot for greenhouses, but you've got other ones or modded ones or things you want to put in their place, you absolutely can. And these are showing up here. Like I said, on New Farmer, on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't own the land off the bat, but once you purchase the land, they will then show up in your production chains, as any production chain would on the map. So across the road from here, we've got the biogas plant. So this is where things get a little bit more interesting. And so I've never encountered it before. So we've got debris crusher just there, double silage clamp, and we've got our biogas plant here. So what I did, as I always do, I come on and check So we come from here down to here. Greenhouses, plot of land there. So I click on it to see, can you purchase the land? It's not letting me because it's part of all the bits that can't be purchased. What sometimes happens is you can purchase the land and you get the biogas plant, or you buy the biogas plant, you get the land with it. Sometimes you have to buy them separately. So if we come over to the biogas plant and we buy the production, so biogas plant for 435,000. If I buy that, do that, it's a standard biogas plant, nothing untoward about that. However, when we come back out again and we check the map, look what's happened. Buying the biogas plant buys all of the extra land. So all of the verges, the periphery, however you want to refer to it, gets purchased when you buy the biogas plant. So you do end up owning the biogas plant land. All the land that's got various different productions on and stuff like that, the land in the town, so as far as, and up at the sawmill too. So as far as adding in extra production chains, placeable, sell points, whatever you want to do, that's what you need to do to buy all the rest of the land. You need to buy the biogas plant. It threw me because I came out and thought, hang on a minute, I don't recall buying all that. Yeah, come to the biogas plant. Bit of a result on it. From here, we'll come out for the biogas plant. And, yeah, so we'll go. Yeah, no, I'm going the right way. I'm going to come back to those in a moment. Like I say, the route around I'm taking kind of takes it all in at a certain in a certain way. Dairy is just there. Again, customised. See? Schroeder. Nice touch. Gas station, just there. As we come through here and out the other side, over the river, we've got the supermarket sell point, which is there. You access it from just around the roundabout and up there. From here, yep, this was where I want to go. Down here, follow the road round, get to look at the scenery as well as we go. Back over the river. This point to the left there, that's our spinnery. Next one along here is the GLW land handle sell point, which is just inside here. Then across the road we have got the vehicle shop with workshop trigger around behind. So vehicle shop option menu is there, workshop trigger is around behind. This is also the reset point for the map, so the vehicles will reset here at the back of the building. From here, I think it's this way. Yep. We have got the animal dealer sell point, which is a bale sell point, just there. Free grass, hay, straw, those kind of things. Round at the front is the animal dealer purchase point for livestock, just there. Now what I'm going to do is cut across here because if we go down under there, it brings us to the next couple of sell points there. But to get to there, we need to be on the bridge or on the top section. We could drive all the way around, but it's actually just going to be quicker to do this. Then when we come back, we need to be on that road, so I just thought it'd be easier to cut across here rather than go all the way around. So here we have got Erlingen Sugar Inc. Again, that a little bit of attention just to customise it. So that's your sugar mill. back across there. So we'll go under the road and back up the other side. Into here we've got Schaub Mill, which is the grain mill. Just here. And next door to that we've got the Rosenberg oil plant. Just there. Again, all the standard things they take, standard recipes, again as far as I can tell, standard recipes and standard cycles per month. So heading away from there, so what we'll do, let's just stop because I haven't shown you the map for a little while. So we came from the biogas plant out there up into the town, dairy, gas station, supermarket. We then cut down through here and came past the spinnery. That was the GLW land handle, vehicle shop, then out here to the animal dealer. We then cut across the grass there to the sugar mill, back across the grass into there to the Schaub mill and the Rosenberg oil plant. We're now heading out here, and the plot we're going to buy next is plot 92. If we buy that plot and do that, where we're heading to now is the pig farm. To our left we've got vineyard, or two, I think there's 2 fields with vineyards on here. So if you want to do a bit of grapes, you can. Turning just here. Open the gates and in. We've got a pig pen pasture for 270 pigs. Just there. Shed and storage space just there. Excuse me. Farmer 400 silo. 400,000 litre standard crop type silo. There's no sleep trigger, but there's plenty of modded sleep triggers all over the place. So if you want to make this your farmhouse for a sleep trigger, and I couldn't remove the farmhouse, but I could remove all the buildings. So like I say, there are doormats, there are holdalls, there are pillows, there's all sorts of stuff you can use, benches and tents and all sorts of things for sleep triggers in the mod hub if you want to. From here then, we would head back out onto the main road. So from here we can sweep back around there, and as you can see we're almost back at the main farm. That's the map. That's Erlingen by flacoFarmer. Like I say, I think for a first contribution to Farming Simulator, it's a cracking map. Very nice indeed. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.